folks, welcome back to Heard It on the X. Playing a little Micheal Bly as we come in. Micheal Bly's with us in the studio right now. Got some callers that are waiting. We got Only Frank. Do you know Only Frank by chance?
I sure do.
Only Frank might be on the phone. Frank, you there, buddy? I'm doing well, man. Playing some stuff off the CD. The CD, I think it was recorded in Frank's studio, right?
Yes, it was.
All right. Lion's Heart Studio, I believe. Very good customer.
706 Aurora in Lancaster.
Once again, folks, this is Frank Puzizzeri, Only Frank from Only Human, and Frank's going to be on the show in a couple weeks, and he's got all the stories like what you were talking about, Micheal. You know, even what Mick was just talking about, places closing up. Guys like Dick, guys like Frank. I remember going to see Frank at Mannequins when there was on a Tuesday there would be 1,000 people through the door. I mean,
yeah.
it was such a different area then, and they were the days. I mean, they really were. Yeah, I mean, and at the time, I mean, there were so many clubs, there was just so much music, and one of the things we really want to do with the show is just elevate the awareness again, that live music is still out there, and it seems like people that are under the age of 30 were raised with something a little different. I mean, more produced music, and they don't seek out the live music, so that's why we're, you know, trying to get this across.
Hey Frank, can I say hi to you? Good, man. How are you? I got a nice email last week from Glenn Colton, and I just wanted to thank you for going back all those years when you actually discovered the Dooleys, and again, introduced me to those guys and allowed me to get involved with those guys, and those were fun times, weren't they? I'm getting older as this show goes on. Frank, I look forward to seeing you.
Hey Frank, thanks for calling in. We're going to go to line 5, talk to Rich. You want to talk to Micheal Bly, Rich? How you doing? Rich, you there? All right, you're on with Micheal. You got a question for him?
Thanks, Rich. Yeah, it's a cool place. Dee's Fireside, a firehouse actually. It's on Broadway between Borden and Transit. We play acoustic shows there, and it's great people at Dee's. And I know Rich has been out to a bunch of shows, and we're playing all over. We got Indulge. We're playing every Thursday now. It used to be Liars down in Chippewa. So that'll be our next show. And then, of course, the Nietzsche show we mentioned on Saturday. But just go to michealbly.com and click on gigs and just look at the hundreds of ones coming up, and there's plenty to go to.
And you're working a lot, 3, 4 days a week, something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
And you, acoustically, with Justin, full band gigs on the weekend usually?
Right. Yep.
What else is new? Are you working on a new CD or just promoting the one you just released?
Just promoting this one right now. We got a lot of radio stuff going on, a lot of potential, some movies and potential things like that, you know, to get the songs into. And so, like I said, it's only been out for about 4 months now, so I mean, we're really trying to push this and make this the one, but I'm still writing songs, and I'd love to go back and record all the time, you know, if the budget was there, and but it'll probably be another year before we tackle another project, you know, see how this one goes.
Well, you got to promote the one you have out now.
Exactly.
And 2,000, you know, out of the gate, so you're doing pretty well with it.
Yeah.
Where are you at next? I mean, where's the next bunch of shows for you?
The next show will be this Thursday at Indulge. Used to be Liars, right down in Chippewa between Franklin and Pearl. And that'll be an every Thursday thing all the way through the summer, like right with the Thursday at the Squares and things like that. And then Saturday we got the show with Nietzsche's that we mentioned before with Scott Slaney. And that's going to be mostly original, so you know those are the ones we're most excited about, and that's we love playing Nietzsche's. We played the Tralf 2 weeks ago. We played the Town Ballroom 3 weeks ago, and so nothing like those classic, you know, old Buffalo venues. I love it.
I got to tell you, I got to give a shout out to Joe Rapino from Nietzsche's, because back in my fledgling jazz days, where there was like no place where, you know, bands doing their own thing could play, Joe was kind enough, and we were doing like kind of an every, you know, Wednesday night kind of thing at Nietzsche. So I got to give Joe props. He was also really instrumental no pun intended, in giving me a chance to get out and do what I really love doing the most, which is playing instrumental music. Because where else are you going to play it?
That's right.
In my living room? My wife's awfully sick of hearing it after 35 years of marriage.
What is your favorite, acoustic shows or full band shows?
You know, it's like picking between New York and Buffalo. I mean, there's pros and cons to each. I know some people that only come to the full band shows because they like certain things we do. We do hip hop, we do a lot of crazy stuff, and we do some classic rock, some Guns N' Roses and Zeppelin and things thrown in there. But we're really more of a newer pop rock band. We play the stuff that I feel is in the genre that I write in.
Right.
So acoustic, I can play a lot more Jason Mraz and a lot more John Mayer and things like that. And so, you know, I can take requests with the acoustic show. I have like 3,000 songs, which obviously the band's not going to learn all that and take requests all night. And so, you know, it's just, they're very different. I like to keep them very different, the two shows.
On your electric shows and the acoustic shows, how much of it is original? If we were to come out and hear you, how much of it do you try to get, 10 in there, 5 in there?
Yeah, I mean, on the acoustic shows, it'll be whatever people request. If they want to keep hearing it, we'll play originals for 2 hours, that's what I prefer to do. If it's a show like Nietzsche's or something, it'll be, probably like 75% original. And then if it's a cover show, at least 2 or 3 originals a set, if we do 3 sets.
All right, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's go to real quick to Brenda in Williamsville. We've got about 30 seconds or so before we go to hearing a great live. I'm looking forward to hearing you guys play. So let's go to Brenda in Williamsville. Brenda. Oh my God, I know this, Brenda. Brenda, keep it PG, please.
Hope for 2.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was.
Brenda, you're so welcome, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Brenda. That was a great night. That was
Thank you,
track.
Brenda.
That was awesome.
And you're gonna play live for us?
Yeah, we're gonna do a tune for you right now.
And this is off the new album.
This is off the new album.
If I wanted to get your album right now, where would I get it?
You can get it online. You can go to michealbly.com. You can get it on there. We're working on getting it into some borders and places like that. Jumping through some hoops. With
Even
that.
that's hard anymore. I mean,
It
it's
is.
It's so hard. It's ridiculous how hard it is to get your music out there.
I know.
And never before has it been so easy to reach the end user with the internet. But it seems like there's more walls up now, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got some tunes on iTunes, and you can buy them that way. But it's just download. I still say the best thing to do is come out to a show. You can have a great time. I'll buy you a drink. Grab a CD, and that's still the best way to do it to me.
You and the drinks, Michael. This is the problem.
Hey, it's
Are you sponsored by Crown yet?
It's part of the key to our sound. Is you being drunk.
Well, why don't you guys play a song for us here?
Cool.
I think I need a shot first.
This is a song. This is a song off our new
What is
CD,
it?
and this is a song I wrote about. Kind of some of those barriers we've been talking about. Any type of judging a book by its cover, any type of stereotyping, which you should never do. And this is called Screening. That closing every door, not knowing who you are. You could have let it go so far, but it's a brand new day. It's a clean new slate. It's the coming of your age. But a torch ain't gonna pass so fast for those still living in the past. When you hear what they wanna say, keeping dreams alive sometimes is flying blind, desensitized and rationalized. They're screening you again, my friend. And even if you keep pretend, it's a never-ending ending. In the end, when you believe in what's been seen, but you've only been seeing what's been seen. You've been screening, holding on too tight. So now my generation sees this abomination as a preconceived salvation. But just look around, how many have been found still railroaded underground? 'Cause the torch much ain't gonna pass so fast for those still living in the past. When you hear what they wanna say, hey, keeping dreams alive sometimes is flying blind, desensitized.